Good morning everyone. Today we are going to see the concept of binary search. Binary search comes under the concept of divide and conquer. Searching is a process of finding out an element in the list of elements. So there are two types of searchings. One is linear search and the other one is binary search. So today in the session we'll be learning about binary search. Binary search is to search a sorted array by repeatedly dividing the search interval in half. So when you come across this definition, it says that you are going to search an element in a sorted list. By this we can say the main condition for binary search is always the array should be sorted so that you can search an element in the list. So in binary search, when you take the entire list is divided into two parts based on the middle element that you consider. And in this searching, the element that you wanted to find is considered as the key element. And whenever you wanted to divide the entire list into two parts, the key element is compared with the middle element. If the key element is greater than the middle element, you are going to check on the right side of it. When the element or the key element is lesser than the middle element, you are going to search that on the left part of it. So in this binary search, rather than searching the entire list, depending upon the conditions that we take, either we will be checking on the right part of or the left part, or you can say on the right half or left half. So the entire list will never be searched. So a small example could be shown to you. So if you consider this red bar as the entire list of elements, in this binary search, we are going to divide that one into two parts or two equal halves based on the middle element that you consider. So there are some rules that should be followed when you are going to do this binary search. Compare X with the middle element. The X is nothing but the key element that you wanted to search in the list. And the conditions that you are going to take is, if X matches with middle element, we return the middle index. It says that if the key element is matching the middle element, then we say that the searching is successful and we have found out the element from the list. Else if X is greater than the mid element, then X can only lie in right half subarray after the mid element. So it says that if the X is greater than the mid element, you are going to search on the right half of that sorted array. If the X is smaller than the middle element, then we are going to search that key element on the left half of it. Now we are going to see a small example how we are going to take it. So assume that you are going to have a set of elements like these. So I have taken a simple example where you are going to consider 5 sorted elements. The main condition for binary search is it should be a sorted array. So I have taken a sorted list of elements like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the key element that I wanted to find right now is 3. So according to our definition, I can say it is X. Right. The entire part will be divided into two halves. According to the logic of binary search, the entire list will be divided into two halves based on the middle element. So I can take the middle element is this. So I'm going to take this one as middle element. So according to the second rule, the comparison should be done between x and y. If x is being combined or compared with x, you can say that the element that we wanted to find and the middle element both are same. Then I can say we are successfully finding the element over here. Now let us take the element to be found as 5. So if you take like that, so first comparison should be between m and x. So if I take like this, 5 is compared with 3. So here the key element is greater than the middle element. Then it says that you are going to search only the right part of it. So you will be leaving the left part of it. So the list that you have right now is 4 and 5. And if you consider the middle element over here, so I'll be getting it as 4. So I'll be making a comparison between 4 and 5 now. So again the rule goes the same. The key element is greater than 4. Then you need to check on the right part of it. So the right part that you are going to have right now is 5. So this is the only one element that is remaining right now. So again you are going to make this one. See how this m is changing. You can see how this m is changing. Now the middle element or the final element that you have over here is 5. So you are going to make out this 5 compared with this x. Means what? M is being compared with x. So both are same. Then we have successfully found out the element. Though this says that the same will be repeated on the other side also. If the key element that we are going to take is 1, the same procedure goes on. So here you are going to make the comparison of 3 with 1. So it says it is lesser, so you are going to check this part. So you are going to have these two elements. And now 2 becomes a middle element. Now you are going to make out the comparison between 1 and 2. And again it says that the key element is lesser, so you are going to take the left part of it. Then you are going to have 1 at the last, which becomes a middle now. So you are going to make out the comparison. So it says that you have successfully done the concept of finding an element by using binary search. So there is a possibility that you can take some element which is not at all existing in this also. So whenever it tries to make the comparisons between this 3 and 20, then it comes with 4 and 5, and then it comes with 5 and 20, and there is no element to be compared. So it says that 20 is not at all existing in the list. The main advantage of using this binary search is, here we are going to reduce the number of comparisons. So that is very, very important, because the number of comparisons that you are going to use is very important in this one, because the time complexity of any algorithm depends upon the number of comparisons that you are going to make in the list. So this is how the binary search is going to work. So hope you guys have understood the concept and you try to implement the same concept using some 10 elements. So hope you guys have understood the session, and thank you.